This presentation is for members of the Public Employees Retirement System, or PERS, and the Teachers Pension and Annuity Fund, or TPAF. We are going to discuss when you are eligible to retire, the types of retirement available, and how that benefit will be calculated. Retirement criteria for PERS and TPAF members is based on membership tier. So what is your membership tier? Your tier is determined by your enrollment date in the pension system. If you were enrolled in PERS or TPAF before July 1st of 2007, you're a Tier 1 member. If you were enrolled on or after July 1st of 2007 and before November 2nd of 2008, you're a Tier 2 member. Tier 3 members were enrolled on or after November 2nd of 2008 and on or before May 21st of 2010. Tier 4 members were enrolled after May 21st of 2010 and before June 28th of 2011. Tier 5 members were enrolled on or after June 28th of 2011. When were you enrolled in the pension system? If you're unsure, you can verify this information on your personal benefits statement, which is available on the Member Benefits Online System, or MBOS for short. So when are you eligible to retire? If you are a member in Tier 1 or Tier 2, you can retire when you reach the age of 60 or if you have at least 25 years of service. A member in Tier 3 or Tier 4, you can retire at the age of 62 or if you have at least 25 years of service. A Tier 5 member, you can retire at age 65 or if you have at least 30 years of service. There are several types of retirement for PERS and TPAF members, so you must determine which you would be eligible for. Let's review them one by one. The first type is the service retirement. Service retirement is strictly based on your age and no minimum years of service are required. It is available to Tier 1 and Tier 2 members upon reaching age 60 or older. For Tier 3 and Tier 4 members upon reaching age 62 or older. And for Tier 5 members upon reaching age 65 or older. Again, there is no required minimum years of service for a service retirement. You can retire and collect your pension as long as you have reached the normal retirement age based on your membership tier. Your pension will be calculated using the service retirement formula that is appropriate for your membership tier. Your pension is a defined benefit plan, which means if you are eligible to retire and collect your pension, you will collect it for your lifetime. For members in Tiers 1, 2, or 3, the service retirement formula used to calculate your gross annual pension is years of service divided by 55 multiplied by your final average salary, which equals your gross annual pension. Years of service means the total amount of service accumulated in your account. This includes any purchases that you may have made. Salary means the base pensionable salary which was used to calculate your pension contribution. It does not include extra pay for overtime, stipends, or large increases in anticipation of retirement. Final average salary for Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 is the average salary for the 36 months immediately preceding your retirement date. If you're a 10-month member, the 30 months immediately preceding your retirement date will be used. If your last 3 years are not your highest years of salary, your allowance will be calculated using your 3 highest fiscal years of salary in your pension history. A fiscal year is July 1st to June 30th. You will need to indicate these fiscal years on your retirement application. The service retirement formula used to calculate the gross annual pension amount for members in Tier 4 or Tier 5 is years of service divided by 60 multiplied by your final average salary, which equals your gross annual pension. Again, years of service means the total amount of service accumulated in your account. Every month of pension service credited to your account as of the retirement date will be counted, including any purchases that you may have made. Salary is the base pensionable salary used to calculate your pension contribution. It does not include any overtime, stipends, or large increases in anticipation of retirement. Final average salary for Tier 4 and Tier 5 is the average salary for the 60 months immediately preceding your retirement date. For 10-month employees, the average for the 50 months preceding your retirement date will be used. If your last 5 years are not your highest years of salary, your allowance will be calculated using your 5 highest fiscal years of salary. Remember, that's July 1st to June 30th. As previously stated, you will need to indicate these fiscal years on your retirement application. Please note that these formulas calculate the gross annual pension prior to any federal or state income tax or any other withholdings. Calculations that provide a pension allowance to a surviving spouse or beneficiary are also available. See our fact sheet or presentation on pension options for details. The next type is called an early retirement. A member becomes eligible for an early retirement based on his or her credited service. You will be eligible for an early retirement if you have at least 25 years of credited service and you are in Tiers 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're a Tier 5 member, you will be eligible when you have attained at least 30 years of service. There is no minimum age requirement for an early retirement, and the benefit is calculated using the service retirement formula explained earlier. However, and this is important, your benefit will be permanently reduced if you retire before attaining a certain age. For Tier 1 members who retire before age 55, your allowance will be reduced 3% for each year under age 55. This equals 0.25% for each month under age 55. For Tier 2 members who retire before age 60, your allowance will be reduced 3% for each year under age 55, plus 1% for each year under age 60. For Tier 3 and Tier 4 members who retire before age 62, your allowance will be reduced 3% for each year under age 55, plus 1% for each year under age 62. For Tier 5 members who retire before age 65, your allowance will be reduced 3% per year for each year under age 65. If you have a vested account and you have terminated employment, you may be eligible for a deferred retirement. Deferred retirement is available if you have at least 10 years of service, but less than 25 or 30 years, you are not at normal retirement age, and you have terminated employment. Deferred retirement is calculated using the service formula, and there is no benefit reduction. Your earliest possible retirement date for a deferred retirement is when you reach the age for a service retirement. Remember, this is based on your membership tier. That will be age 60 for Tiers 1 and 2, age 62 for Tiers 3 and 4, and age 65 for Tier 5. You must file your retirement application before the effective date of your deferred retirement. Advance filing is recommended and permitted for a deferred retirement. Next, let's look at a veteran retirement. Veteran retirement is available to qualified military veterans. Qualified veterans must be in active employment until the effective date of retirement or must have met the requirements for a veteran retirement as of their termination date. For details on qualifying as a veteran, see our fact sheet on veteran status. A qualified veteran may retire with 20 years of service credit at age 60 or older, or 25 years of service credit at age 55 or older. The gross annual pension benefit for this type of retirement is 54.5% of the highest 12 consecutive months' salary. Veterans with 35 or more years of service credit at age 55 or older are entitled to an enhanced benefit based on the following formula: years of service divided by 55 multiplied by the highest 12 consecutive months of salary. This equals the gross annual pension. Veteran members may retire on a service retirement if that will provide a higher benefit. If you have become disabled, you may be eligible for a disability retirement. Disability retirement benefits are only available for members of Tier 1, Tier 2, or Tier 3. This means you were enrolled in PERS or TPIF on or before May 21st of 2010. There are two types of disability retirement: ordinary disability and accidental disability. To qualify for an ordinary disability retirement, you must have at least 10 years of New Jersey service credit. It is not just having a vested account, but at least 10 years of your credited service must be from New Jersey. Also, you must be totally and permanently disabled and unable to perform your regular job duties, and your employer states that there is no other position available for you with that condition. The processing of this type of retirement takes approximately 6 to 8 months and is subject to approval. If you are approved for an ordinary disability retirement, your benefit will be equal to 43.6% of your final average salary. Please see the Disability Retirement Benefits Fact Sheet or the Online Guide to Retirement for more information. To qualify for an accidental disability retirement, there is no minimum required years of service, but you must be an active member at the time of the accident. You must be totally and permanently disabled and unable to perform your regular job duties. Your disability must be a direct result of a traumatic event that occurred while carrying out your job duties. You must file your retirement application within 5 years of the date of the accident. The processing of this type of retirement also takes approximately 6 to 8 months and is subject to approval. If you are approved for an accidental disability retirement, your benefit will be equal to 72.7% of your base salary at the time of the accident or traumatic event. Please see the Disability Retirement Benefits Fact Sheet or the Online Guide to Retirement for more information. Remember, these two disability retirement types are only available to members in Tiers 1, 2, or 3. Tier 4 and Tier 5 members may be eligible for disability insurance coverage. Please refer to the Long-Term Disability for PERS and TPIF Tiers 4 and 5 fact sheet for more information. If you need more information, please visit our website at www.nj.gov/treasury/pensions. There you can find the Online Guide to Retirement, retirement fact sheets, upcoming retirement webinars and seminars, or to make an appointment for an interview with a pension counselor. You can also call us at 609-292-7524. You can send us an email at pensions.nj@trez.nj.gov or write to us at P.O. Box 295, Trenton, New Jersey 08625-0295.